Hi everyone, this is Kelly Beard of karmictools.wordpress.com, and this is your weekly forecast for September 23rd to the 29th, 2018. So we are still very much in the fall equinox window of magic. I hope you all are feeling it as it leads into the Aries full moon tomorrow on Monday the 24th. Our week opens up on the 23rd, Sunday, Mercury squaring Saturn. This energy is good for pulling inward and deep thinking rather than negotiating with others, as it is more of a solitary energy, making communications with others a little harder than usual. You may feel like people don't understand what you're trying to convey, or that you're coming across more negative than positive. This is not a good energy for business negotiations unless every detail is very clear to all involved. This energy makes you most critical of yourself, but it could trickle over onto others as well. Beware of a tendency toward apathy, pessimism, and/or depression. That's Saturn and Mercury, which makes it more of a mental thing than a literal thing. Just keep that in mind. Just try to stay focused on all the blessings, all the things that you do have and that you have accomplished, instead of what's still on the list of things to do in life. This energy is not intended to make you feel bad about all the things left yet to do, but to encourage you to begin the necessary steps and be okay with small measures of progress for now. This energy tends to get you focused on the practical side of manifesting or creating forms. Clear the mental and emotional debris and begin to lay a new, clean, solid foundation beneath your goals, and then devote some time and energy to strategizing about the details of bringing them to fruition. This is a very powerful activation, and we are all supported to do this based on where everybody else is in the sky. It is a powerful week, you guys, for individual integration and self-healing, self-care. You're deeply supported for this. Also on the 23rd, Mercury is going to trine Mars. Okay, so it's a challenging aspect to Saturn, our reality, but it's in a good aspect to Mars, our sacred masculine, or that which holds our boundaries, negotiates on our behalf, and gets our ideas in the world. So this is a great alignment of your thoughts and actions. Clarity is effortless, and you can follow your instincts. Be mindful of the element too. In this case, on September 23rd, 2018, it is air. This is your thoughts, ideas, and concepts, but it is also the element related with the heart chakra. Deep breaths will assist with navigating this energy. Air moves energy and awakens things, clears and cleanses in its own way, and gives us a way to lighten up when it is needed most. This is a great energy which gives you the courage to think things through, and it activates your ability for strategic problem solving if and when necessary. You will have direct access to your authentic inner voice, so if you need or want an expressive outlet, you will likely find one. It's also a great energy for small gatherings, for spiritual, creative, and/or intellectual exchange. Enjoy it. Just keep in mind your own elemental balance as well, and how you naturally work with air in your life. So here's what I'm going to say about this. We are growing in our consciousness, and it's having to be integrated into our everyday reality and routines. That's the square to Saturn. It's what you're thinking and how you're actually choosing to move, act, do in the world, coming together and having to grow in a new way. Now, this goodness that we have with Mars in the air element allows us to at least be able to strategize and think about what we need to do in order to clear the mental and emotional debris. To make that square a little less challenging, we're going to be grateful for this trine to Mars. Do you see what I mean? And it goes on for the rest of the week. After this, the Sun goes behind Mercury and does the exact same thing. So think of it this way. We're changing our consciousness in the way we think first. Then when the Sun links up with Saturn in the same kind of square and a trine to Mars, same kind of way, we get to integrate that blessing into our individual selves. So again, it's super personal this week. And this, like I said, we're still in the window of fall equinox, and it's an Aries full moon when the light is shining brightly on you, the individual. So this is really good support, even though there may be some tough bits along the way. That happens. And especially at the Aries full moon, because it's when it shines a light on that which is no longer part of who you are or what you want. And it can get a little crazy and frustrating, but that's not the objective. The objective is to be illuminated and to realize what's no longer part of who you are or what you want. So we're going to let that go in a good, clean, ease and grace kind of way. And the new moon, full moon rhythm is a really great rhythm to get into in your life, where you are planting seeds and then doing the pruning and clearing, and then planting seeds and doing the pruning and clearing. There's inward action and outward action to everything that we do. So just getting a rhythm to that alone makes life flow a little bit easier, even in the hectic, chaotic, overwhelming times like we live in. So on the 24th, Monday, Aries full moon affords an incredible opportunity for a clean slate and deep release of that which is no longer part of your identity or purpose. It is also a good time to release anything that creates imbalance within you or blocks your true independence in the world. This full moon kicks off another year of release work. Rather than feeling like things are overwhelming and moving too fast to process, let alone integrate, we can see where we have done so much inner soul work that we can now move through our personal processes much faster than we used to. Now, of course, this won't be the case for everyone, in which case the Aries full moon is going to shine that bright light on exactly what aspects of self have put you in this position and make you feel it until you are so uncomfortable that you finally own it. Once you own it, you can deal with it, you can change it and or release it. Just keep in mind, this is all rhythm and patterns, which means if you pay attention, you can consciously co-create with more ease and grace and much less frustration. Now comes the round with the sun by the end of the week. So Mercury kicks off the week, and it's kind of idea realm, and then by the end of the week, it's individual. It's in the mirror. You got to look there. So Sun squaring off with Saturn, something that happens annually. With this energy, it is best to understand that you will have two distinct pulls within: obligations to others versus your responsibility to self. It's not nearly as bad as it feels. However, it does bring up something we all work really hard to balance to some degree or another, and that is self and others. How much do you owe yourself, and how much are you obligated to others? Balance and reciprocity come to mind as guides. So how much balance and how much reciprocity is going on? That's what guides you to know where you're at in any given moment, in any given relationship. One of the challenges of this influence, Sun squaring Saturn, is making negative assumptions that there's no support for you, when in truth you haven't asked for any, and help must be invited. Saturn brings up our relationship to time, and some people may feel restricted, as if life, other, outer, is all too demanding, and there's never any time just for the individual. This activation is a push to grow. It's time to hold your own structure in some way and reclaim your inner authority, which is also Saturn's domain, to direct your own life. Others may find their lives falling apart because they've avoided responsibility for so long, and now there's no more quote-unquote wiggle room. Rather than have a meltdown, take a nap or a walk in nature, and resolve to wake up or come back with a plan, a strategy for taking the next step, even if that means simply asking for help or guidance from someone older and wiser. It's time to deepen your dedication and commit to yourself in a whole new way that enables you to keep your word to yourself more consistently, especially if you are always good about keeping your word to everyone else. Recognize any current limitations and work with the resources at hand for now. The sun usually illuminates the core essential nature, or self, so see where you may be stuck and need to break out of a rut of some sort, and trust that taking charge, making a decision, and choosing a direction is how you invite help. That is inviting help from the universe to support you and your new direction. So you may have heard along the way, if you take one step, the universe carries you 3, 4, 5, 10 steps. You know, everybody's got a different number on there, but you get what I'm saying. If you choose and you invite the support and then take that first step, the support totally locks in around you. It comes out of nowhere. It's miraculous. It really does work that way. Trust it. So on the 27th, our last activation for the week is Sun trining Mars. So we end on a good note, which is good. It's a lot of work on ourselves this week to integrate the fall harvest and to feel this shift in the seasons. We are moving into the west, which is closure on a lot of things and a time when we are supported to release. And when you're releasing, there is a process of grief that goes behind that we'd like to honor as a natural part of the life process. So let's use some of these easier activations for the week to bring in that ease and grace so that the challenging activations are productive, because truly the squares are here to help you take some steps to a higher level or to stabilize your foundation in some way and to make real changes in your literal reality. So, Sun trining Mars is a powerful energy for solidifying who you are, what you want, and what you are capable of. It brings out your desire to be truly self-sustained and independent, and with the good angle between Sun and Mars, you are deeply supported for forward movement that feels almost effortless when you are grounded and aligned with your own truth and purpose. If you are not clear about who you are or what your purpose is, this energy will inspire you to find out. If you are already on track and crystal clear, then this energy strongly supports progress and evolution to the next level in obvious ways. It is a great time for physical activities that bring you joy and get your juices flowing. You should review with gratitude all the goals that you have accomplished thus far and begin deciding what you can finish up in preparation for what's coming. You are truly being prepared for your future. Use this great energy to ground that intent consciously and with a vote from your heart and soul. You get a vote, your heart gets a vote, your soul gets a vote, and we're trying to lead with those things these days. So we definitely have to make sure we're grounding that intent consciously and claiming what we do want and not giving so much energy and attention to the things we don't want. That's a drain on your resources, and we're plugging up energy leaks, especially in this season. That's another thing this season is really good for. So I'm going to wrap it up here and remind you all, if you missed the Venus call last week or the fall equinox call last night, then please just feel free to email me directly to get that replay. So thanks for listening. This is Kelly M. Beard of karmictools.wordpress.com, and I'm so grateful for your time, energy, and support. Please share this with those you think would resonate and reach out if and when you need to. Kelly at karmictools.com, or you can reach me through my contact page on the website. The goal of my weekly forecast is to alert you to the energies and activations that we're all experiencing and the possibilities for conscious co-creation as an individual. Awareness of the energies is the first key, but I invite you to take it to the next level by checking out my readings, telecircles, or subscriptions, which are all geared toward individual support that helps you understand your own unique blueprint. My specialty is cycles and patterns, and I love helping people figure out their own within the context of the social and collective rhythm. To some, working with their own cycles and patterns is a completely new and foreign concept, but there are many planetary cycles that coincide with natural life cycles that allow us to co-create in mystical as well as practical ways. I create custom tools that I have tried and tested myself for over 30 years, and I do the work alongside my circle every time. So I hope you will reach out if you feel called to dive deeper into your own soul's natural rhythm. Talk to you soon. Namaste.